JS is a weird language, and it has so many secrets and advanced tips. In this playlist, we are going to deep dive into every single one of them one by one. Let's see. Okay, in here we are going to talk about object.define property, which can let you to define a property on a object. Okay, imagine I have a object const config equals to lang en, and in here I can define a property on that object. I can write object dot define property. First I need to say which object I want to define a property, which is config object. I already defined it, and in here I have to say the name of the property, for example direction, and in here I can specify a object with some values in it. For example, let me copy and paste something from here, and the value is, for example, LTR. Okay, now we are defining a direction object to the config, which value is LTR. It is writable, it is enumerable, and it is configurable. Okay, now if we log the config object, we can definitely see that it has direction and language. Okay, about the writable, if we use writable false, we cannot change it anymore. For example, let me add another object, for example dir2, and make the value to ddd, and in here we have a object with lang, direction, and dir2. Okay, let's try config dot dir2 equals to 1 2 3 and config dot direction equals to 1 2 3, and if I log the config again in here, we see that both is changed because I forgot to change the writable to false. Okay, let's try another thing. Okay, let me define dir2 and make it false. Yeah, dir2 is already defined. We can redefine it, and the value is updated, and its writable is converted to false. Now if I try another config dot dir2 equals to 1 2 3 and I log it again, we see it is definitely unchanged. But what about enumerable property in here? Enumerable property is completely, precisely, and deeply explained in another video. I try to add the card of that video so you can find it more easily and watch.